Here's the brutal truth about newsletters. 73% of people subscribe and never open a single email. I know, but bear with me. I want you to hear this. What if I told you that there is a 4-part email sequence that turns strangers into your favorite raving fans, and AI can write it for you in just under 20 minutes. Buckle up, because today you're about to build your authority engine for your car.
The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
What is up? What is up? What the hell is up, my Dark Horse friends and family? Welcome back to the Dark Horse Entrepreneur, where busy parents turn limited time into unlimited potential. I am your humble host, Tracy Brinkman. And if you're just joining us, you've jumped into the middle of something powerful. It is the CAR Framework series that's helping parent entrepreneurs build newsletter empires in about 15 minutes a day. In the last episode 516, we built the foundation for your newsletter with the Create framework. We covered how to identify your target audience using the parent pain point method, how to clarify your authentic voice with the 3 parent entrepreneur archetypes, and how to craft compelling content with the Monday morning magic template. But here's the thing. Having a great newsletter foundation means nothing if nobody's opening your emails. And that's exactly what we're going to be working on to fix today, because we're firing up your authority engine, because opens, clicks, and sales do not happen by accident, my friends. They happen by design. Today, we're building the trust machine that transforms strangers into subscribers, subscribers into superfans, and superfans into customers. Because authority is not about being the loudest voice in the room. It's about being the most trusted voice in someone's inbox. So in the next 20 minutes or so, we're building your trust machine, which is a 4-part welcome sequence that turns strangers into raving fans. We're going to build a 12-month content calendar that practically runs itself, and a monetization strategy that turns your parenting expertise into real income. And all of this, my friends, it's powered by AI. So here's what we're covering. First, I'm going to walk you through that exact 4-part welcome sequence that builds trust faster than months of random content thrown up against the wall, hoping something that will stick. We're going to be talking about emails that make people think, how did that person just read my mind? Second, we're mapping out your entire year's content using what I call the seasonal parent approach, because the audience needs changes with the school calendar year, and smart entrepreneurs like you are going to plan for that. And finally, and this is where it gets exciting, we're diving into the monetization ladder. We're going to go from the easiest ways that you can start making money this very week with things like affiliate marketing, all the way up to creating your own courses that generate income while you sleep or while you're out there playing with the kids. By the end of this episode, you won't just have a newsletter, you'll have a relationship building, authority establishing, money making machine. And the best part, AI is going to do most of the heavy lifting while you focus on being the amazing parent that you are, adding your level of human only possible creativity to that newsletter. So grab a cup of coffee or whatever your favorite beverage is, find a quiet corner, and let's turn your newsletter into your family's freedom fund. Okay, so the first part we're going to dive into is the heart of the authority engine, and that is that 4-part welcome sequence that's going to transform how people see you. This isn't just about introducing yourself and telling them, you have to click all my emails so you can learn about my podcast. No, this is about creating an emotional connection that makes unsubscribing feel like losing your best friend, or a best friend, or at least a good friend, a trusted friend that's out there. Here's what most people get wrong about welcome sequences. They focus on features and they focus on benefits instead of building a connection and laying the groundwork for transformation. Your new subscribers don't care about your credentials. They don't care about the fact, for example, that I have been in the marketing arena since the 90s, when the internet first came online and started doing marketing wave. You don't care. No, they care about whether or not you understand their world. So let me walk you through the 4 emails that build unshakable trust. Email number 1 is going to be your origin story, why you started this journey. Now don't get me wrong here. This is not about your resume. It's your why. Share the moment that you realized that you needed to make a change. Maybe it was sitting in your car after some soul-crushing meeting, thinking about your kids at home without you. Maybe it's about that night you calculated how much of your child's life you are missing for a paycheck. And a paycheck that barely even covered daycare. Some of you are nodding. I know, right? The key here is vulnerability. People connect with struggle, your struggle, their struggle, not success. Don't tell them about your victories yet. We're going to get to that. Tell them about the moment that you decided shit had to change. This email should make them think, finally, someone that gets it, someone that gets me. Okay? Email number 2 is the transformation email. the biggest lesson that you learned. This is where you share your biggest aha moment. The lesson that changed everything for you. Maybe you discovered that your parenting skills were actually your business superpowers. Maybe Tracy helped you learn that. I don't know. Maybe you realized that working smarter beats working harder every single damn time. Yes, here's the magic. Frame this lesson as something they can apply right away, immediately, as soon as they're done listening, like I do with the Whiskered Wisdom. Don't just tell them what you learned, show them how it can transform their situation as well. This email should make them think, I never thought about it that way. Yeah. Then email number 3, the method, which is going to be your unique approach. Now, finally, it's time to establish your authority. Share your unique framework, your special sauce, that little seasoning that you sprinkle on, your different ways of doing things. This could be your Monday morning magic template, like I shared before, or your version of the parent pain point method, or whatever system that you've come up with. And if you don't have a system name for it yet, okay, think of one. It's not hard. The key is to make it feel both simple and powerful. Give them enough to see results, but not so much that they're going to start feeling, oh my God, I can't do all of this. They're going to feel overwhelmed. This email should make them think, you know what? That actually makes sense.
The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
And then email number 4 is the invitation, how they can work with you. This, let's call this your soft sell. And I do mean S-O-F-T, soft. You're not pitching, you're inviting. Share how they can take that next step with you, whether it's joining a program, booking a call, or simply staying connected for more insights. Frame it as an opportunity, not an obligation. Something like, hey, if you're ready to take this deeper, here's how we can work together. If not, no worries. I'll keep sharing valuable insights right here in your inbox every week or whatever your schedule is. Now, here's where AI becomes your secret weapon. Because instead of staring at a blank screen for hours with that cursor blinking at you, taunting you, haha, what are you going to write? What are you going to write? You can use programs like ChatGPT with specific prompts to craft these sequences, or copy.ai to generate multiple variations that you can choose from. Here, my friend, is your 15-minute setup process. First, spend 5 minutes kind of brain dumping your story, your why, your transformation, your method, and your invitation. Don't worry about perfect writing at this point. Just get all that raw material out of your head where it's gathering dust and onto a piece of paper or onto your screen. Then feed that information into AI with prompts like, turn this into an engaging email that builds trust with busy parents or whoever your target audience is. Or try this prompt, create a welcome sequence that feels personal as well as authentic. Okay. The AI is going to give you a foundation that you can personalize and refine. It's not going to give you just this great email sequence right out of the gate. Okay. Especially not with a simplistic prompt like that. What you give it is what you get. Okay. Remember, AI amplifies your voice. It does not replace it, and it shouldn't. You, my friend, still need to be the heart and the soul of these emails. AI just helps you organize all your random thoughts that are in your head or that you put down on the paper or you put on the screen, and helps you optimize your message. The result will be a welcome sequence that works 24/7 for you to build relationships, establish your authority, and set the stage for everything else that comes next. Because when someone finishes reading those 4 emails, they shouldn't just know what it is that you do. They should feel a little bit like they know who you are. Okay? So now you've got the people opening your emails. Let's make sure that you do not run out of things to say. And if you're someone like me, you're like, I don't have a problem with that. I always got something to say. Well, let's organize a little bit. How about that? And here's the beautiful thing about being a parent entrepreneur. Your content calendar, if you think about it, can practically write itself because your audience's life flows with the same rhythm as yours. And if you're not a parent entrepreneur, you're just a regular entrepreneur checking this podcast out, it's the same thing. Life has ebbs and flows. Everyone's life. Okay. They just have different things if you're a parent or if you're not a parent. Okay. So I'm going to call this the seasonal parent approach, and it's genius in its simplicity. Instead of trying to come up with random topics every single week, you can align your content with what's actually happening within your readers' lives day in and day out. Because guess what? In January, they're thinking about their New Year's goals, whether they're a parent or not. In August, they're dealing with back to school chaos. In December, they're juggling all that holiday madness. Seasons of life, they go in and out. So let me walk through what your calendar could look like. January, new year and new goals. Everyone's motivated, but also overwhelmed. Content focus should be something like simple systems, realistic goal setting, fresh starts that actually stick. And in February, you go on to love your life, right? You're going to do a post-resolution reality check. All those resolutions that you set back in January. Your content focus should be on self-care for busy parents, finding balance, and loving the chaos that comes with it. And again, I'm talking to my parents out here. In March, it's about springing forward, right? Just think about it. The energy is returning, spring cleaning mindset. Your content should be focused on decluttering, mental as well as physical, some new beginnings posts, and momentum building. On to April, we have Easter and fresh starts, renewal energy, spring break planning. Your content should be focused on things like, family traditions, creating memories on a budget, and seasonal transitions, okay? And again, I'm just giving you an example here. May, maybe it's Mother's Day and appreciation. Let's celebrate the moms. It's the end of the school year, stress is going on. Your content could focus on things like recognizing achievements, preparing for the summer, and appreciation practices. We could all use some of those. In June, we got summer freedom. School's out. There's vacation planning going on. Your content could focus on summer schedules, family time, maintaining rules without structure. There's a nice, tricky one. In July, we have independence and freedom. Now I'm here in the United States, so that one instantly pops out for me. Midsummer vacation mode. Your content could focus on things like personal independence, financial freedom, breaking free from your limitations, whatever they might be. In August, we got back to school prep. Like I mentioned earlier, this is a big transition month. Your content can focus on organization systems, new routines, and preparing for a busy season. September rolls around. We have fall into routine. Everyone's back into school mode. The content can focus on productivity systems, time management, and settling into some new rhythms, whatever those might mean for you. In October, you want to harvest your success. This, my friends, is reflection time. Maybe a little Halloween fun. Your content can focus on celebrating wins, gratitude practices, and preparing for year end, which is only 2 months away. November, gratitude and giving. This is all about Thanksgiving and thankfulness. Your content could focus on appreciation, giving back, and preparing for the holidays. December, you got the holiday hustle. This, my friends, is a chaotic month. Content could focus on surviving the holidays, maybe have some gift guides in there, and begin your planning for the next year. Now, here's where it gets really smart. Each month gets broken down into 4 weekly topics. So January might be week 1, setting realistic goals. Week 2, creating simple systems. Week 3, building momentum. And week 4, staying accountable. And here's where AI becomes your planning powerhouse. You can use something like ChatGPT to generate content ideas for each month with prompts like, give me 4 weekly topics for busy parents in January focused on goal setting. Or create content ideas for back to school season that help parent entrepreneurs stay productive. Notion AI is perfect for organizing all this information. You could create a master calendar, track all your ideas. You can come up with some of your own, as well as AI being your creative engine, and even set up templates for each type of content you're going to create. Here's a 10-minute monthly planning process.
The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
Pick your monthly theme based on what's happening in the real world of your readers, not you. You're focused on your readers. Stop focusing on yourself and start focusing on those you're trying to help. Ask AI for 4 weekly topics that support the theme. Boom, you're done. 1 theme, 4 topics, and you've got the entire month mapped out. The beauty of this system is it feels so natural to your audience. You're not forcing random topics down their throat. You're speaking to what's already on their minds, what they're already going through in their daily lives. When everyone else is scrambling for content ideas, you're 3 months ahead because you understand the rhythm of the parent life or the rhythm of your reader's life, whoever they may be. Plus, this approach makes you incredibly relevant. Very important. Stick with me here. When other newsletters are talking about generic business tips, you're addressing specific challenges that your readers are facing right now, this week, and this month. And here's your bonus. You can repurpose this content across all your platforms. That January goal-setting newsletter becomes a podcast episode, a social media series, and a blog post. 1 theme, multiple formats, maximum impact. Yeah. Now we're really cooking with gas, aren't we? Okay, here's where we start to turn that newsletter from a hobby into a money-making machine for you. But before you start panicking about becoming too salesy, let me flip your perspective. The best monetization doesn't feel like selling. It feels like helping. I'm going to walk you through what I call the monetization ladder. It's 4 levels of increasing complexity and profit potential. The beauty is you can start at level 1 this week and work your way up as time permits and as you personally grow. Level 1, affiliate marketing. Easiest money you'll ever make. This is where every parent entrepreneur should start because You're literally getting paid to recommend things that you already use and are in love with. Think about it. You've probably already told other parents about your favorite meal planning app, the productivity tool that saves your sanity, or some online course that has changed your perspective on whatever topic. Now what you get to do is you get paid for those very recommendations. But the key here, my friend, is authenticity. Only promote what you generally use and really believe in. Your audience trusts you at this point, so don't break that trust just for a quick commission. Let me give you a quick example. If you use Canva for graphics, join up for their affiliate program. If you swear by a particular budgeting app, go ahead and promote it. If there's a parenting book that changed your life, recommend it with your affiliate link. Also, what about all those amazing Amazon products that you use and love? If you happen to be the UPS driver around my house, you're here every single day of the week. Okay, you're here Monday through Friday, dropping off multiple boxes. What if someone hadn't given me an affiliate link for each one of those purchases? Yeah, they'd be raking it in right now. Okay, so level 2 is your own coaching. This is where you package up your expertise. This is where you take problems that you've already solved and help others solve them as well. You don't need fancy certifications out there. You don't need an alphabet soup behind your name. You just need results and the ability to teach others how to get those same results. Start simple. Maybe it's a 1-hour strategy session, small group coaching sessions, or even office hours where you say, I'm going to be available. Whoever wants to join in, come on in, sign up, and they ask you questions. The beauty of coaching is it's high value and high profit, and you can start immediately. Let me give you an example. If you've mastered, say, work from home productivity, you could offer some productivity coaching. If you figured out meal planning for busy families, he says, looking at some of the people he knows out there, teach that system that you've created to make it easier for you. If you successfully started a side hustle out there, help others do the same. Okay? Now, level 3, digital products. This is something you create once and you sell forever. This is where things get super exciting because now you're building assets. Digital products like templates and checklists and mini courses or guides can be created once and sold infinitely. The upfront work, yeah, it's going to be a little harder, a little higher. You're going to put a little time in there, but the long-term payoff is massive. The key is solving a specific problem with specific solutions. Don't create some generic productivity guide out there. No. That's what everyone else is doing. What I want you to do is I want you to create something like the 15-minute morning routine for working moms. Very specific, very narrow, right? Or the school lunch prep system that saves 3 hours a week. You see what I'm saying? It's different than generic productivity, how to save time around the house. No, you could create meal planning templates. You could create budget spreadsheets, morning routine checklists, email templates for difficult conversations, and even productivity planners designed for your audience. So for my case, it would be designed for parents. Okay. Finally, level 4. This is some comprehensive teaching systems you're going to create. This, my friend, is the Mount Everest of digital products. Comprehensive courses that take people from problem to solution through a structured learning experience. This is going to require the most upfront work, let's be honest here, but it has the highest profit potential. The secret here to successful courses is transformation, not information. Let me say that again. The secret to a successful course is transformation, not information. Don't just teach what it is they need to do. You need to guide them through actually doing it so that they can create that transformation. Include things like worksheets and templates and community access and clear milestones that they can achieve. Let me give you an example. Let's say you create something like the Parent Entrepreneur Blueprint, right? Go from chaos to calm, the Busy Parents Organizational System, or the Side Hustle Starter Kit for Working Parents. Yeah. I mean, now let me give you a real game changer. And I want to call this the Newsletter Native approach. Instead of dropping in jarring sales pitches that feel so out of place that they look like a circle amongst a bunch of squares, your offer should feel like a natural extension of the helpful content you just gave them in the newsletter. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about here. If you're writing about meal planning struggles, you might say, speaking of meal planning, I've been using this amazing app for like 6 months now, and it saves me at least an hour or two every single week. If you want to check it out, here's my link. And yes, I get a small commission if you sign up, but I only recommend things that I actually use. Or you could go with something like, a few people have asked me to share my exact morning routine system. I've put together a quick, simple guide with templates and checklists. If you want a copy, just reply to this email. You see the difference? It feels helpful, not pushy. It's solving a problem they already have, not creating a quote unquote problem, he says, with air quotes, that they think they need to get solved, right? That's usually what a lot of those salespeople do. Oh, you want this car because. Well, I don't have that because. Anyway, here's where AI becomes your monetization assistant. You can use ChatGPT for offer ideation with prompts like, what digital products could I create for my busy parents struggling with time management? Or insert, your core audience in there and the problem that they're struggling with. And then you could say something like, give me 10 affiliate marketing opportunities for, and then insert your core audience. For me, it would be parent entrepreneurs. Programs like Claude are fantastic for writing sales copy that does not feel salesy. Right? Feed it in your offer details. Ask it to write copy that feels conversational and helpful rather than promotional. Okay. Here's the thing. The key for all of this is alignment. Your offers should feel like the next natural step for someone who loves your content. If your newsletter helps parents get organized, your offer should be about organizational tools, organizational systems, or maybe some organizational coaching. If your newsletter is about side hustles, your offer should be to help people start and grow their own side hustle businesses, not how to start a podcast. You get me, okay? Now, here's what you could do. You could start with level 1 this week. Find one thing that you're already using and that you love, sign up for their affiliate program, and mention it naturally in your newsletter. Then work your way up the ladder as you grow. Before you know it, you'll have multiple streams of income flowing from the relationships that you're building through your newsletter. And here's the thing, by the time you get to level 4, doesn't mean you're not doing level 1 and stuff anymore. It's just enhancing it. You feel me? Okay. All right. So now it's time for your Whiskered Wisdom. It is that golden nugget that ties everything together and gives you something that you can implement as soon as you're done listening to this episode. Here is your authority building secret, ladies and gentlemen. People don't buy from experts. Well, they do, but most people don't buy from experts. They buy from people they trust. Your newsletter, it's not a sales pitch. Your newsletter is a relationship builder. I want you to use AI to scale your natural voice, not replace your heart. Think about it. When was the last time you bought something from someone just because they had impressive credentials? They had all that alphabet soup behind their name? Probably never. I'm just thinking about the kind of people that would be listening to this show and listening this far into the episode. Probably never. But I bet you have bought things because a friend recommended it to you or because someone you follow online felt genuine and trustworthy. You bought from them. That, my friend, is the power of authentic authority. It's not about being the smartest person in the room. It's about being the most trusted voice in someone's inbox. Your welcome sequence isn't just about introducing you to your audience. It's about building a bridge between your heart and theirs. Your content calendar isn't about filling space. It's about showing up consistently inside their world. Your offers aren't just ways to make money. They're opportunities for ways for you to serve deeper. And here's where AI becomes your superpower. It helps you do all of this at scale without losing your human connection. AI can help you organize your thoughts, craft your messages, and optimize your systems. But it cannot, I can't stress this hard enough, it cannot replace your story, replace your empathy, or replace your genuine desire to help. So remember, let AI handle all that heavy lifting. Yes, go ahead and do it, but keep your heart at the center of everything you create, because in a world full of artificial intelligence, authentic connection is going to be your competitive advantage. If you'd like to see these authority building strategies in action, here's the thing. I could talk about newsletter strategy all day long, but the real magic happens when you see it working out in the wild. That's exactly what the Dark Horse Insider AI Escape newsletter is all about. My testing ground where I implement every single tactic that I teach. It's where I test new AI prompts, experiment with different welcoming sequences, and try out fresh monetization strategies. Join the other parent entrepreneurs that are getting AI-powered strategies delivered weekly. We're not talking about theoretical fluff, but we're talking about real tactics with real results. Fresh insights for turning your side hustle into your main hustle, tested by me, then delivered straight to you. You will see firsthand how I structure my emails, how I weave in offers naturally, and how I used AI to create content that feels personal at scale. Consider it your behind-the-scenes peek maybe even your behind the scenes pass to a newsletter that's actually earning a few dollars. Okay. Plus you'll get access to the exact AI prompts and templates I use to build my own authority engine, because the best way to learn a newsletter strategy is to be on the receiving end of one that actually is working. Head to the link down in the show notes and join all of the parent entrepreneurs who are already building their authority one email at a time. But before you go, remember this: authority isn't built overnight. It is built one email at a time, one conversation at a time, one phone call at a time, one Zoom call, one podcast episode at a time. Every newsletter that you send, every story you share, every piece of value that you deliver is another brick in the foundation of your expertise. Oh my God, I just had another brick in the wall from Pink Floyd pop into my head. Anyway, the parent entrepreneurs who are building real authority aren't the ones with the biggest lists or the fanciest designs. They're the ones who show up consistently, serve authentically, and trust the process even when they can't see the results yet. Your authority engine is now built, or you have everything you need to start to build it right now. You have your welcome sequence to turn strangers into fans, your content calendar to stay relevant all year long, and your monetization strategy to turn relationships into revenue. So in the next episode, next week, in episode 518, we're cranking up the reach engine in your car, in your CAR, in your car, the system that attracts subscribers daily without spending a dime on ads. We're talking lead magnets, list strategies, and engagement filters that keep your metrics clean and your income growing. But for now, your homework is simple. Build your welcome sequence, map out your next 3 months of content. Heck, just do a month. Just don't overwhelm yourself. And then choose the first monetization level that you want to try. Don't perfect it yet. Just start it. Remember, you're not just building authority. You're building your family's future. Until then, think successfully and take action.
Hey, my Dark Horse entrepreneurs, thanks for investing your precious time with us today. I know that between soccer practice and bedtime stories, every single minute counts. And that's exactly why I created the Dark Horse Insider, your weekly dose of digital marketing strategies, all designed specifically for my busy entrepreneurs, especially my busy parent entrepreneurs. If you're ready to turn those small buckets of time into profitable momentum, head on over to darkhorseinsider.com. darkhorseinsider.com and join our free newsletter, because we Dark Horses do not just run the race, we change how the race is won. Until next time, think successfully and take action. darkhorseinsider.com